let's give Wednesday's Daily Puzzle on chess.com a shot. This one's called Everything is Fine. It's white to move. Give the video pause and try it yourself if you feel like it. Wild position. There's a lot going on here. So my knight is hanging currently, but it kind of feels like I don't need to worry about it for some reason. The king is in the middle of the board. I got a lot of pieces. Man, there are just pieces everywhere. This is the most scattered position I've ever seen. It almost feels like there could be a mate in one. If I go here, it forces the king to take here. Then I can go here. And I think the king only has one move here. And then his rook here, mate? I think it is. This is kind of like you'll catch these sometimes where you can coordinate your rook and your queen, kind of make a checkmate happen. I think that does lead to mate. Nothing's protecting either of these two squares, right? So if I go here, oh man, it's just there's so many pieces just scattered around. Here forces the king to take, right? There's so many pieces looking at this square. Like every piece on the board is looking at this square. Nothing's looking at the light squares. So I think my rook can just sneak in, give this check, force the king to take. That's the only move for black because my queen has this pawn protected, and then my rook and my queen take away all this. So rook check forces the knight to be taken. Queen check forces the king here. Only move. And then my rook slides in for checkmate. This is mate in 3, right? I really feel like I might be missing something, but that looks very good to me. So I think I'm going to go for it. Check. Check. Mate. Awesome. Okay, got one right. Let's run that back quick. Cool, so absolute mayhem of a position here. My knight is hanging currently, but my queen and my rook have the king sandwiched on the 4th rank currently. So the king can't move up or down, it can only move sideways. My queen has this protected. If I give this check with my rook, I lose my knight, but I'm forcing the king over in this direction. You might notice there's like a lot of pieces looking at a lot of squares here, but they're honestly not looking at that many squares. Like all of these pieces on the board are protecting this square, basically. If I bring my rook in, the king's going to have to take, and I can just use the light squares to my advantage and checkmate the king. It's just a mate in 3. I just go here, king goes here, bring my queen in, protected by my rook. So my queen and my rook are communicating. I can just kind of get this like sort of ladder matey effect going. And once my rook arrives here, the king's got nowhere to go, and that's checkmate. That's Puzzle Doc. There it is. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.